Today, I'm gonna do the sermon today is called "The Storm," and it's so funny because God gave me this almost 2 weeks ago, and I got sick. When I got I got sick, couldn't speak, couldn't do the message. Then when I finally did the message, I sent it out, and it got deleted out of the air. I sent it to a friend of mine. It also got deleted, and this got deleted. So this is a message that Satan don't want out. And so this is my second time doing this. And I tell you the truth, it's probably better because I'm going to take my time and try to explain this, because this is so important, and timing has a lot to do with everything. And I think this is the time that God wanted me to do this instead of 2 weeks ago. And maybe that's why all that stuff was going on, because I pretty much went through a little storm just to get to this message. But today's message is called "The Storm." And it's really, I'm going to start off, I'm going to probably do three parts of this. And the story is really based on the story of Jesus in the storm. And if you read Luke 8:35, it explains a lot of this, what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna start with the story of Jesus in the storm when he was in the boat. And I'm going to start from the front. I'm going to go to the middle, and then I'm going to come back again to the front, because it has a lot of significance in this story. And, I have to go from the front to the middle and back to the beginning again to explain why about the story of Jesus in the storm. And the thing was, with the storm was, we always hear about Jesus in the boat with Peter and the disciples, and how they was in the storm, and the storm came, and Peter got up and woke up Jesus because he got afraid, and Jesus, they woke Jesus up out of the storm, and it was pretty much the reason why Peter woke Jesus up was because he had no peace. And I'm gonna go from, like I said, from the beginning here to the middle, and then I'm gonna come back to the boat with Jesus in the boat. But when Jesus got to the land, because I'm gonna skip over and I'll come back to the boat. When Jesus got to the land which he was going to, okay, and when he landed on the land, there was a gentleman there. There was a man there, okay, that ran up to him, and the man didn't say anything, but the demons that was in him did. Remember, this was a man that had a legion of demons inside of him, okay, legions of demons inside of him. And when Jesus landed on this island, the city or wherever the place they was, the demons knew who Jesus was, and they ran. And when the man ran up to him, they asked Jesus, "Why have you come to torment us?" Okay, and they asked Jesus because they knew who Jesus was. Now, mind you, they knew who Jesus was, and they asked Jesus, "Can they go into the pigs?" Okay, and Jesus said, okay. Instead of them getting abolished, Jesus told them they can go into the pigs, and they did. And the pigs went into the water, and they all drowned. But now the demons didn't die, but they went into the pigs, and all the pigs died. The reason why this story is so significant is because you have to understand that when Jesus landed on this island, or the city that he went to, okay, I'm going to say the city that he went to, this wasn't a Jewish community. This was a Gentile community. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Jews don't raise pigs, okay? Jews don't eat swine. So this wasn't a Jewish colony. This was a Gentile colony, okay? And when Jesus went and got the legions out of this man, okay, the town found out that Jesus had got rid of all the legions of demons outside of this man, okay, and asked Jesus to leave the town, okay. Isn't that something? Now you got a man that's full with demons, with legions of demons, and it seems like that the town will be happy that he got these demons out of this man, because this man was possessed with demons for years, going around cursing people out, doing things to himself, harming himself, foaming from the mouth, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, all the demons and everything else that was in him. This man didn't have one demon. He had legions of demons. Okay, and so it seemed like the town would have been happy that Jesus got the demons out of the man, but they wasn't. Matter of fact, they was afraid. They had no peace, and they asked Jesus to leave. Okay, and as Jesus was leaving, the man that he got the demons out of asked, could he go with him and the disciples? And Jesus told him, no, I want you to stay here and become a beacon of light for me. Because now you got to remember, this is Gentiles. They probably heard of Jesus, or maybe they didn't, but they didn't know the power of Jesus. They didn't know, they might have heard about Jesus, but they didn't know the power of Jesus. Okay, so they sit up here, and like I said, and Jesus told the man to stay because he needed him as a beacon of light. Because see, if the man would have left with Jesus, the people would have never knew about the power of Christ. See, the people knew for years about this man being possessed with legions of demons, but now they have to deal with a man that's sane and that doesn't have demons in them. And now they have to wonder, how did the demons get out of this man? And they're going to hear about Jesus, because he's going to tell them about Jesus. He's going to tell them about the Christ. Okay, he's going to tell them how he got the demons out. He's going to, and the people knew how he was before, but now they see a man that is not possessed anymore. And see, this is where the beacon of light started. Now I'm going to go back into the boat. So like I said, I'm going from the middle back to the beginning again. A lot of people think that the story of Jesus being in the boat, when Peter woke Jesus up and Jesus says, peace be still, and the seas calm down and the sky calm down. That's what people think that's what was said, and that was all was said. And a lot of people think it was testing the disciples' faith. But it really wasn't. It had nothing to do with faith in this case. Okay? See, the whole story about this was really about Peter losing his peace. And this is what I'm going to explain. Jesus was on assignment to go to this village, town, or whatever you want to call it, to deliver this man from these demons and to show his power to these people in this town. Okay? And that's what his assignment was from God. Okay? From the Father. The storm came from Satan. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we keep forgetting that Satan is the control of the air. He's in control of the bad weather and the storms and everything that's bad. That's what Satan is control of. Because, see, God gave us the power to be in control of things, but we don't take the power to do what God gave us the power to do. So if we're not going to do what God gave us the power to do, Satan is going to do what he has to do. Okay? And that's what he did in this. And see, the whole story was Jesus was on his way going to this village, town, or whatever you want to call it, because he had assignment to take the demons out of this man. Satan knew that Jesus was on his way. And what he did was, and I keep telling people, this is not a natural, this is not something that's natural. See, we keep thinking we fighting a natural thing, a spiritual thing. This is not natural. This is a spiritual war that's going on at this time. And see, what Satan did was he created the storm to sit up here and try to sink the boat and try to get Jesus from going to this village to get the demons out of this man. And he figured if he sent the storm, that he would stop Jesus from what God wanted Jesus to do. That's really what this was all about. A lot of people think this is about faith, and it's really not. It's really about peace, and I'm going to explain that. But it's also about a spiritual war that was going on at the time. And this is why Satan tried to interrupt Jesus from going to this place to take those demons out of this man, to stop him from his assignment. Okay? And when Peter woke up and the storm was going on, Peter woke up afraid and he had no peace. Now, you can't preach about peace or tell somebody about peace when you don't have peace yourself. Okay? And you got to remember, Peter was an experienced fisherman. Okay? And so he'd been through storms and everything before. And this is why I said this wasn't a natural storm. This was a spiritual storm that was going on. But it made Peter lose his peace. And this is why Jesus was able to sleep, because Jesus had peace. You know, he already knew it was a spiritual war going on, that this storm wasn't your natural storm. And that's what took Peter out of his realm. Okay? What people don't know is, because people always say, God, you know, Jesus said, peace be still, and the waters and everything got still. But before Jesus said that, he rebuked the storm. And then he said, peace be still. See, the reason why Jesus rebuked the storm is because Jesus already knew that this wasn't a regular storm, that this was a spiritual storm going on, and that Satan was behind this. And he was trying to stop him from doing what God had him designed to do. That's what this message is all about when I say the story of Jesus in the storm. And a lot of people think it's about the disciples having faith and losing their faith. And it's really not about that. It's about the assignment that Jesus had, that he was going to his destiny to deliver this man from these demons and show people the power of God. Okay? So that's really what this whole thing was about. And like I said, a lot of people think it's different, that it's about faith, and it's really not. But Peter lost his peace. Okay, once again, he lost his peace because he woke Jesus up because he got afraid. Okay, now faith had a little bit to do with it, you know, but he got afraid and he lost his peace. And so I'm going to stop this because I'm going to go into two more lessons on this and whatnot. But I'm going to stop this on here because this is the story about Jesus in the storm. And I just wanted to break that down, you know, and it explained, when I talk about the other sermons, it explained exactly what I'm talking about in the two sermons that I'm about to do after this. So I'm going to go into part 2 on this.